This will be crazy. Andy Varela going on a double leg. Jozef Chen straight away pummeling that underhook. So he's switching to a single leg. Andy Varela is. Let's see if he'll manage to finish it. Again on a double leg. And he took down Jozef Chen. That was crazy. And I don't even understand how Andy Varela did that. Because Jozef Chen was sprawling so hard. That was amazing effort by Andy Varela. Amazing. And let's see if Andy Varela will manage to pass the guard of Jozef Chen. It will be so hard to do that. He's going on a heel hook. Yeah, but the heel grip is not perfect there. Yeah. So straight away, Jozef clearing that position. Also, his knee line was in a good position to defend that position from Andy Varela. Sit-up guard now for Jozef Chen. He's very good at arm drags and going on a single leg from here. He also has amazing duck unders from here. But Andy Varela is playing it safe. He's always following that head-to-head position with Jozef Chen and staying safe. Mostly going on his knees and trying to do this like a rumble passing, where he goes into outside or maybe like double inside, over under, double under. But if you know Andy Varela's game, he's very reaction based. So he will mostly wait for Jozef Chen to make a mistake and then he will attack. He's not somebody like Tainan Dalpra who will try to set up positions and pass. He's mostly waiting on mistakes and he's just like making it uncomfortable for Jozef Chen to do something. And Jozef Chen, when he overextends, that is when Andy is attacking. So let's see what will happen here. Jozef Chen is very good at hand fighting from this position. It is very important to know how to hand fight from butterfly guard, because from that position, if you don't have good grips, you will not do anything yet there. So go watch Marcelo Garcia. He has amazing footage on hand fighting from butterfly guard. That was amazing dummy sweep, but it is hard to do it at a high level. Maybe you can get up on a single leg and wrestle up with it, but it is hard. I like how Jozef Chen is heisting up. I like that because Andy is so defensive. It is very nice to heist up and force a reaction from your opponent, because if you heist up and push into him, he must push into you. So that can give you advantage if you manage to push and pull him all the time. So also you can use that momentum to go into something like butterfly sweep or headlock attacks. So it is very nice like how Jozef Chen is trying to heist up from this position. But if you see like he's very careful so he does not get like that like knee sliced with that like fast knee slice from Andy. Andy is very dynamic, so he can jump over the guard of Jozef Chen in a blink of time. So it is very important to be safe. Again going for a heel hook Andy was. But Jozef Chen is very careful how he's keeping his knee line, and he's always hiding his heel and doing that ballerina toes defense. But again, Jozef Chen playing guard. He's now playing supine guard. This is very important, guys. Pay attention how Jozef Chen can transition from supine into butterfly guard. So that is very important, because if you only know butterfly guard, you will be very limited. Because imagine if the opponent push you in supine guard just like this, and if you don't know how to play supine guard, you will be out of position and you will try to scramble out into butterfly guard. But because Jozef Chen knows how to go from one guard to another, he can attack from everywhere instead of just butterfly guard and sit it up. And even Marcelo, he did not like to play supine guard. But when he got there, he was very good from that position. He also had sweeps. He knows how to play half guard. And even if nothing works, he will go into a butterfly guard again and sit up. But pay attention in this match how many times Jozef Chen went from seated to supine guard. It is very important because Andy Varela is so defensive. It is much easier for Jozef to try to go from one position to another and look for mistakes from Andy Varela and also a hole in his game. Because if he only plays butterfly guard, maybe your opponent is very good at defending butterfly guard, but maybe he does not know how to defend supine guard. So that is very important to go from one position to another. Double underhooks, this can be amazing from Jozef Chen. Let's see, he's using that sweep. Let's see, he will end up straight into mount. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, and still Andy Varela was not giving up this mount, but Jozef Chen goes into tripod passing and straight away goes into mount. That was crazy sweep from Jozef Chen. Let's see if he'll manage to hold this position. He has a crossface and underhook, so let's see. He's not holding that crossface too tight. So I think that can be a mistake because he's giving Andy Varela space to move from this position. I think he can be tighter here, but also he's very tired. I think that double leg from the start, that took the air out of him. So he's little bit dizzy, I think, from that. That is very nice, just like shrimping away, just basic hip escape from mount. Just amazing. And now butterfly hook from Andy Varela. Jozef is again trying to go into that mount pass, but it did not work. That was amazing, amazing defense from single leg X from Jozef Chen. And now look at the difference of passing from Jozef Chen. How he's pushing forward all the time and trying to enter into positions. Yeah, I think he's going into this like tripod passing and he's trying to go into mount straight away from these butterfly hooks. But Andy Varela pushing him and standing up. Again, now they're wrestling. The time is very low, so now Andy Varela really needs to hurry up because he's losing because of that mount sweep. And now Andy Varela is trying to push forward. He's in this headquarters position, but Jozef Chen is very good at off-balancing people from here. So let's see, maybe he can off-balance him to the left and go on a single leg himself, Jozef. Andy Varela maybe trying to hip switch from here. Yeah, he's just like controlling this position. Yeah, you see that off-balance from Jozef Chen? That is amazing. You really need to know how to off-balance people from there. And guys, pay attention how careful Jozef Chen is. Going on the hip of Andy Varela and straight away hand fighting Andy Varela. Because Andy Varela is known to jump over guards. Like he's so explosive. Also, he can jump on armbar very quickly from that seated position. So Jozef Chen is very careful how he's approaching this position with Andy Varela. You see how he's pushing the hips of Andy, just blocking the hips because he can cartwheel over. But if Jozef Chen is going on the hip of Andy Varela, he cannot cartwheel over. So that is very important. And Jozef Chen transitioning from reverse de la Hiva to de la Hiva. Andy's jumping on a leg lock, straight away clearing that left hook of Andy. Jozef is. Yeah, pay attention, guys, how he's floating through this position. Pay attention to the hips of Jozef Chen. And how his right knee line is inwards. So he is not giving up this like a straight footlock grip and also straight away just clearing that position. Andy did a mistake trying to go for that underhook from there. And straight away Jozef used that position to escape. And the match ended. That was amazing match. Amazing. And guys, who do you think won? In my opinion, Jozef Chen. Hey guys. Most people study Jiu-Jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study.